Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Welcome to a special showcase of Marvel Rivals' new season with White Fox. White Fox, of course, being a Korean superhero, so she's not really known to a lot of people. And we have the Kingpin in the background. Alright, that's kind of cool. That's dope. So White Fox and Black Cat will be the newest characters. White Fox releasing first, Black Cat. You better log me in this time, game. Thank you. Still showing the Deadpool intro? Huh. I think there'd be a new intro by now. Guess not. Distractions abound. Season start. It's silver. Yeah. Tablet of Life. I have no idea who those characters are.
That's your new battle pass.
That's the new battle pass. Chrono tokens. Okay, cool. And I don't know who those are. Alright, so we're going to look at the new Battle Pass first. As well as we're going to have to buy the new Battle Pass first. Yep. The only way to keep it so it doesn't disappear. Hi. I don't know which one we're supposed to... Does it matter which one? Okay, we want the one that we can unlock people faster, but we're going to have to purchase stuff, probably. Yep. Alright, one sec, guys. So, just so you know, the yellow warning is... I don't know where it is. So it's Batman now. Batman is warning you of credit card shenanigans. So, just... yeah. Bear in mind. You're not muted, sweetie. I know you're in pain, I'm sorry. I don't know if it worked or not. Okay, it looks like it worked. Congratulations, you got monies. Okay. Temporarily. So we're gonna purchase this one, new battle pass, let's go. I think this is a new battle pass. Hope so. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna check out the brand spanking new battle pass. That way, it won't disappear. So it looks like they're doing a heist thing. Or like one of those 70s shows things. Okay. Hi, sweetie. Did we ever finish the Mr. and Mrs. X thing?
Oh, yeah. Guys, we're not gonna add anyone to our party right now because we're showing off things. You could probably purchase that. I think you can still purchase that. Oh yeah, you can purchase those, so you might as well just purchase the rest of it. You already bought the battle pass, right? You can use your extra coin. Just there you go. You have some extra. Might as well get it now before it's gone. You got Lover's Embrace emote for Remy. He only has one emote.
Alright.
You can purchase it again. 600. Oh,
no,
geez.
you can't.
Well, I would just get it.
It's not done yet. We'll come back to it. Where is Twisted Time? Did we ever... She's still ongoing?
Yeah, we haven't unlocked her yet. We have to play more. Well, why would you purchase levels? You weren't even going to purchase the Remy thing.
Yeah. Who's this guy?
That's an ongoing thing, but it's limited time.
Ah.
This is ongoing.
Yeah, ongoing.
You could probably get this one. Oh, this is limited time, so you're gonna have to...
Dual Peter Parker. I'm just seeing what the stuff is, because I don't really do this very much.
That's new.
This was the disco one, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did show the disco Spider-Man.
Yeah, so you already got the character here. That's Psylocke.
You have to unlock her by playing the game.
Yeah. Thank you, Max. for information about the Korean superhero Fox.
Yeah, thank you very much, Max.
So it's like a heist thing. So we've got White Fox and we got Black Cat. They're stealing stuff because that's what they do. Makes sense.
Black and white.
Yeah. Magic?
Yep.
Wait,
She
who
looks
is it?
different.
Is that Magic?
90% sure that's her.
Okay. So we got, I'm gonna say that's maybe Magic. Okay, next one. Ha! Police Officer Rocket,
Aw.
maybe? I don't know.
Officer Rocket reporting for duty.
Rocky the Transfer. Actually, no, maybe it's supposed to be Mafia guy. I don't know. We got, who
Oh
is-
my gosh.
Living Tribunal, what is that?
Is this Adam Warlock?
This might be Adam Warlock. A little weird.
This is disturbing.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Alright. Not a fan of that. That costume is hideous.
Oh. This is Angela.
Yeah, that's Angela. That's that Valkyrie lady.
She looks all
You
right.
did the Angela showcase.
I did one. I haven't done any more of her costumes. It's Doctor Strange.
That might, yeah, that's Doctor Strange. That's when he was a doctor.
Alright, Max says in his super chat, Ami Han, White Fox's real name is a Ami Han, White Fox's real name is Kumiho Nine-Tailed Fox. She is part of a team called the Tiger Division, an agent of Atlas. Also, she knows Luna Snow and Iron Fist. Lin Lee, not Danny Rand. And Max says, still learning more about White Fox. She looks cool and handsome. Like King from Art of Fighting. It's because of the suit. I'm sorry and peace, says Max. She's cute and handsome. Yeah, she's got a king vibe going on because of her suit.
King is a woman that wears men's suits. She's from the King of Fighters and Fate.
I know.
Okay.
I know who that is.
Oh, good. Okay.
I know. Punisher's scarier than Batman, says Jocko Scott. Thanks for the super chats, Max. And thanks for the super chat, Jocko Scott.
Okay. You guys basically help pay off the character almost. Okay, so we're gonna continue going on the Battle Pass. After him, we have...
Andrew says Luke is sleeping on the couch for buying the Battle Pass.
No, I'm supposed to. We've got a new skin for Hawkeye.
Ooh.
Mikey, what are you doing? Troublesome kitty.
Lying out, Lincoln repose.
No, he was messing with something.
What are you scratching?
That's Thor?
Low-key, Thor. Low-key. Because low-key, it's like modern term for like just being relaxed. Low-key.
Yeah, I
That's funny. And Luna Snow? Is this Luna? Yeah, this is
Luna Snow.
She's also low-key.
She looks cute in that. Very,
Yeah.
like, she looks like a Korean
Alright,
pop star.
I'll have to make all these characters jump through the screen in real life.
Nope.
For you.
She looks like she's training, like this is what a pop star, a K-pop star in Korea would, like, wear when she was training.
She's at her dance rehearsal.
Yeah. I've seen enough. Why they both brothers have the same shirt?
Low-key. Low-key. Ha 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 ha. He's relaxed. But he still has his horns on his head even when he's relaxed.
Yep. They should have released this at Halloween. Yeah, this should have been a Halloween skin. Doesn't make sense to release it now.
I guess we can always use it at Halloween next year.
Yeah.
If this game is still around.
Honey, the game's still gonna be around. This game is essentially killing Overwatch and a bunch of other games.
She's a creepy doll.
You want to know why this game is dominating? Is because it gives fans what they want, and
we've seen that with the Black Cat trailer that came out.
Right. That's how you stay in business, is you give people what they want. And then fans will spend money. If you don't give people what they want, they're not going to pay for it. It's that simple.
People have been saying that more people are going to pay for Black Cat costumes than any other game, like, that's out this entire year.
Probably. Alright, so we can claim her, I guess, so we'll claim her. Probably Amber will get around to showing her or something.
He's like,
the thing is,
delinquent magic.
Didn't we already have a delinquent magic or like a rockstar
All of her
magnet?
stuff is delinquent looking. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We had a bubblegum pink one that was delinquent.
Yeah, something like
And
that.
we had another one. We've had 2 or 3 ones where she's wearing like that. This is basically her whole grunge outfit.
It's a grunge outfit.
That's that we didn't get to show off 70s Blade. And we didn't get to show off 70s oh, you're on the tournaments.
Yeah, I don't want to be there. Where's
You
the
just
store?
try to get back up to the store. Maybe press R1
Oh,
or...
it's making me go through this. And I can get out. Yeah.
Oh, it's making you show it all.
Yeah.
Thank you, game. You showed it. Honestly, I would just purchase it.
No, how do I get to the regular store? See what's new.
Um,
Okay, there we go. It's the regular store.
Officer... Oh, there's Officer White Fox. So that's one of her outfits.
Wait, she's a cop?
Well, this is one of her outfits.
Oh. Oh, okay.
If you want to go to her actual character,
No,
I can
no.
show you.
I'm good. I'm looking. Alright, so it's been a while since I've seen stuff, so... the last ones I remember were skins that look like this.
Oh yeah, we should have gotten this one, actually. We didn't get the Phoenix. This one looks cool. Actually, this is one of the best Phoenix ones. I'm not a very good Phoenix player, so I didn't show this one off, but...
Oh, the Ice Skater one? It'll be there.
Yeah, that one looks really good.
Yeah, it's still... All the skins are still there. That you can purchase, I believe.
Link, what are you doing?
So he's eating something he shouldn't be. Okay, so now we have... Oh, that's Moon Knight? He looks weird. Moon Knight the Clown? Creepy. Don't know how I feel about that. This is another thing that should have been Halloween.
Wow.
That's Moon Knight.
Moon Knight Eclipse Night Bundle.
This is Phoenix.
Oh, scary
Business savvy Phoenix.
business lady Phoenix. She's cosplaying as King from King of Fighters. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of.
School principal Phoenix.
Not really interested in that one though.
It's not into dominating.
Nope.
Although her 80s shoulder pads do look pretty cool.
That's a nicer picture. Who else do we got? Okay, so you have a bundle for those guys. Then you have, who's this? That's Psylocke? Psylocke the hippie or Psylocke the pirate? Sorry, guys. Alright, so Psylocke the pirate. And the reason why I have my phone on a lot is because I have to know when the landlady... What's her name? Realtor. The realtor calls and stuff. Because, like I said, we're in the process of finalizing our stuff to get our next place locked in. So then we can worry about, okay, now we gotta start packing, now we gotta do all this other stuff. This guy looks cool. Ooh, that's Captain America? Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Now that is a cool skin.
It was like the Black Knight.
Yeah.
What in the world is happening here?
That is dope.
The Cursed Captain.
That is really cool, actually.
Dark Souls cap.
Yeah, he does. He does look like it. But again, this is very Halloween-y themed.
This is awesome.
Why would they release this in the spring?
This is one of the coolest skins they've had. This is amazing.
This is one of the nicest Captain America skins, yeah. I would agree.
Oh, also, we unlocked the Wolf Captain America skin.
Yeah.
We could show that off at some point.
Oh, whenever you get around to it.
Me?
I don't play this game enough, honey. This is who? Hulk? Wait, who is that? That's the thing? Wow. The Thing Fear Itself bundle. That's pretty dope. Whoa. I don't know what that's from, but that's kind of cool. And of course we got Daredevil Born Again. It's a new
All
Daredevil.
black suit.
Yeah. Well, Daredevil's had various costumes over the years. Between yellow, red, black.
Oh.
You're not changing the Batman comparisons now. It's all black. Brooding, black.
And Ben Affleck has played both characters.
And Ben Affleck has played both characters, yeah. The comparisons will never end now. When the Daredevil actor played both Batman and Daredevil. It's kind of funny. Meow. Customize.
Oh, you can just customize their hair color and outfit color.
Yeah, stop. Okay. Cool. Don't care. I don't really care about the customization options. Alright, there you go. So
I'm not a fan of that outfit of Magic.
And then they moved other characters to another part of the store? I haven't seen that.
That's what's hot. And yes, I showed this character off.
Oh, we have her?
Yes.
Emma Frost Pirate?
See how we have her? We just don't have her emotes.
We don't have her emotes. That makes sense.
You can buy them.
That's a cool picture.
Yes, I'm sure you think so.
This is Iron Man?
Yeah, actually, I forgot to do a one-up for him. He has pirate outfit too, so.
Space Pirate Iron Man.
Yeah, he looks cool, actually.
Yeah.
I like how he has that, like, thing where his heart should be on his chest. Because a lot of pirates have tattoos on their chest, so that completely makes sense.
Okay, that's cool. I like that. They're really going all out with, like, these nice, like, still pictures. Who is this? This is,
That's the...
Oh, yeah, that's the
the
gun
new
girl.
lady.
What's her face? Elsa. Yeah?
Bloodhound.
Bloodstone.
Whatever.
This is Groot.
Robo Groot.
Wait, how could that be a thing?
It just is.
Robo Groot is really a thing? Okay. Well, apparently. I mean, these skins are based on comic books, I think. Unless
they take free liberties or something.
Right. This is Magneto.
Yeah, he looks cool, actually. He's businessman.
Is he businessman, or is he supposed to be like a dictator? Or like a... I don't know. Yeah, he's at a... Yeah, he's supposed to be like king or dictator. I like the 70s music, that's kind of cool. This is a character that you've done on occasion, but I've never really looked at.
I only did one of her.
Yeah. And then... Who's this? Oh, that's her.
Queen of Hearts.
That's another one of Emma?
That was the one that came out for Valentine's Day.
Ah. Ah! And of course, we had the Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Okay, cool. We're all set. Alrighty, so...
well, it's gonna take a while because mine is still downloading.
Oh, yours is still downloading?
So if you want, you can play with people.
Yep. Alright, people, we're getting into our first match now. Thanks for waiting. We wanted to check out the Battle Pass and some of the other stuff first.
If you want, I can change the hero so it can show the fox. What's her name? White Fox? There she is.
Right there.
There you go, now you can see her.
Cosmic, Jacob Orion, Lord Draken, Later Gator. Okay.
Oh.
Cool, we got our first team.
Oh yeah, she does kind of remind me of King in this suit because of her pantsuit.
Yeah.
That's very true, Max. Thank you for the super chats, Max, to help us pay off the battle pass, and thank you again, also Jacko Scott for the super chat.
Oh yeah, you guys almost did pay off the battle pass. Thank you.
I'm sorry I waited until now to put the Marvel Rival thing on, or do the update.
It's okay. It's supposed to be an automatic update. It's not.
Yeah, PS5 is supposed to automatically update it.
Alright, so we've got her new look.
Jun Ji Woo, the leader. And you can have her in a pink suit. That's cute. Rosie Recon.
Yep, so the style of her suit's like very Korean.
I love the pink.
There she is, and ESU Officer White Fox. Okay, cool. Alright gang, let's do this. We got our first team.
I'm gonna make sure your sandwiches are
Thank you.
big cat. Your cat is huge.
Link is a big boy. Big boy is Linky. I know. Okay guys, I don't know where White Fox is, but I'll do my best to try to nab her, okay?
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
I got her. She's at the very end.
I'm sorry that I'm not on here. It's taking. It says 6 minutes.
You'll be fine. You'll get in eventually. Okay.
White Fox on the hunt.
Hello.
Try to keep up.
Hi.
30 seconds before you attack.
Miku
Get ready.
stickers.
You know, if we weren't already
Hello.
friends, I'd be scared of you. The stories in Sholau scrolls are not pretty.
Most legends about Kumiho aren't exactly flattering. They paint my people as vicious monsters.
If you were a monster, I wouldn't have
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Even though it's sort of frustrating.
Now I'm terrible at these games, but
So you really are a real fox human, because look at you, literally have a tail.
yeah, she's based on the fox creature from like Asian mythology.
Nine-tails fox or something.
Yep. Nine-tails fox plays a big role in Japanese mythology and Korean. There's actually several Korean shows about the fox spirit person. It's usually a woman.
I just started to wonder, maybe that's where they got the idea of Tales of the Fox from Sonic.
I don't know. The world wasn't all that interconnected though back then.
I know, but Sonic is a Japanese character.
Yeah.
So it would have been part of their culture.
Thank you, Miss Deanna.
Thank you very much, Miss Deanna, for the super chat.
You've definitely helped us pay off the battle pass now. Thank you.
White Fox is so and White Fox is so cool with her power suit of hers. Makes me wonder if she was friends with Alolan Ninetales at one point. Alolan Ninetales is a regional variant of the Kanto one, but it's an ice fairy type instead of fire. Thank you, Miss Deanna. That's really cool.
Team strike! Efficient!
So the Alolan fire Ninetales is like the fire one, but it's an ice fairy type. Very cool, Miss Deanna. Thank you so much.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks for showing off all the skins
There'll be
and
more
stuff.
slide this time.
Your foot is very warm.
I don't feel good. I'm having a lot of breathing problems and sleeping problems. No, actually, I ate.
There's no food.
I ate this morning. Except I'd like to get, before I leave here, I think I do want to get that test to check my blood sugar, so I want to rule out that that's the cause. Because then I'm going to have to figure out in New York what am I going to do.
I think you can still make appointments here for a while.
I know.
For a few months at least. It won't even show that your address changed.
Unfortunately, I do have that stuff that runs in the phone.
Also, I mean, not to be weird, but like, if you really want to keep, your doctor here, you could just keep our PO box for our business, and then come back, check it, and then you have an address in Pennsylvania.
I'm not coming all 6 hours to go to the doctor. That's ridiculous, honey.
What if you can't find a good doctor in New York?
There's better doctors than me. Don't you remember what the Boston doctor told us when we moved into Pennsylvania? What he said, I'm worried about you going to Pennsylvania because it says the healthcare system in Pennsylvania sucks. He says, I went to school out there. He says, well, I started medical school out there, but then I went to a better school. Like, he was so blunt about it. Because he was worried about me having relapses and other things. He's like, they just don't have good stuff there.
Thank you for the super chat, Jocko Scott. Happy Friday. How much do you and Amber know about the Marvel Universe?
Not very much, because we're DC people.
Sorry if I can't play, says Jocko.
No worries, Jocko.
I grew up without a community. Tiger
I
Division
mean,
has become
Luke
my home.
knows more about comics than me.
No, I don't.
He mainly, about Marvel Universe, his favorite characters are Wolverine and Spider-Man.
Nope.
30 seconds before you attack.
Nightcrawler and Wolverine.
Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Spider-Man.
They say you plunged your fist into the heart
And
of
Gambit.
a dragon child.
They're mostly X-Men
That's the
characters.
story. Why? You got one that needs slaying?
Well, now you've added Gambit to the mix, I
But
see.
if my foolish brother
Well, I didn't.
awakens
I've
the
always
Midgard
liked
sun,
Gambit.
Oh.
Most of my favorite Marvel characters are X-Men.
The battle starts in
Yeah,
5,
Luke likes the X-Men, basically.
3, 2, 1.
The only thing I know about Marvel is X-Men the animated series.
Got it?
I wouldn't be
Nine
moving your
tells
foot
all
around
one.
a lot. You might scratch you.
My
Right,
will
my
is what
foot hurts,
defines
so-
me.
I know. I'm just trying to give
Man,
you a
I'm having pains at places I've never had pains before in my life. And must be tremendous. Either I'm getting in better shape or I'm getting worn out.
Mission area is yours. Capture now. Mission area is yours.
See, White Fox mentioned Ninetales right just now, says Miss Deanna. Very cool, Miss Deanna. Sorry we never got to, guys, we never got to the Blade one. The Blade's first appearance. That's the one that I would have liked to see. Also, like, a lot of these characters I don't get to. It's not because I don't want to show the character off, it's because I know that it's difficult for me to do the character because I'm not the best at it. I'm better at healers. I'm not really better at healers, it's that people don't get mad at me as much if I mess up.
You were doing a lot of Marvel Rivals. What happened was is we got the notice about our apartment and everything has been falling apart since February. That's all that happened.
Well, I mean, we have to take time to figure out the apartment thing.
I know.
Nothing else to do. You can't just let their truck show up and have nothing ready.
I've
Yep.
survived so much worse.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
She only has one tail now.
Yep.
Maybe she gets more tails with more
I think
energy.
she gets more tails as she plays. I don't know. I lost the mission area. Sorry, guys.
I mean, it's a team.
Look what we got here. Just the boost I need.
Iron Fist came and killed me.
I can't tell. She's some kind of support character.
She's a strategist. You can switch to long and short range.
It's our turn. Help carry protect. Too much.
I don't think I'm a healer, am I? I might be.
Let's unchain the beast.
She might be a healer.
I don't know.
Oh.
Mademoiselle Gray turning up the heat.
Whoa. That was fast. That was wicked fast.
Another epic victory. Big win.
Linky, why are you so jumpy? Alrighty. Can exchange for the following.
Oh, Blade got a recent buff. Awesome, later Gator. Oh, people are saying the Spider-Man movie is a trailer is AI. It could be. I mean, Coca-Cola made it mostly AI commercial, and they're using a lot of AI now for like Xbox is fired. I thought like Meta or somebody or Facebook or whoever was doing Arkham Shadows was.
Linky, what are you doing? You playing with something you shouldn't be playing with? Okay, so this is Jacob O'Ryan. He's just lying down on a couch. Hi, Suki.
Defeat was your destiny. Almost bowed out.
Okay, so then we got add Elsa skins, CMVP.
Can you change your name at any time? Like,
I don't know.
I was gonna say, like, are they gonna have to have that name forever?
Thanks for the love, love.
What wires? Oh.
Oh wow, look at.
Hmm?
Well, my character on my screen, she went from 1 tail to 9.
Yeah,
she
her
did
tails grow over the time you play as her.
See.
I think I got a couple KOs that time. Maybe. Or not.
Spirit steadies. Good timing. Perfect symmetry.
I got 1 kill.
She strikes true, Lindy.
Wait, what?
Boom, change active.
Hold up.
What? Who? What?
Wait, did I just see that wrong? I want to see that again. It said 5-player streak for who?
For you?
No way.
Possibly.
Oh, we're gonna look again.
My spirit
Watch when it kills the... Unless that's somebody else. 5-player
That's
kill.
you.
That was me?
Yeah, that was you, Luke. Oh, look at your little cute fox icon.
Did I really get a 5-player kill?
It looks like you did. Does anyone know? Is that Luke? Does that Luke? It's not gonna tell you. That was just a 5-player kill in that one streak, so it's not gonna tell you overall.
Oh, 5 players. No, you only support kills. Yeah, I see. Yeah, no.
Oh, I thought that was for...
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Oh well. It was a 5-kill assist. Oh, okay. Oh well.
Still, good job, team. Oh, this is a cool...
Yeah, that's the best.
Emma, you have no idea how long I've wanted to do that. Turning up the heat.
Candy would be good.
No, I said the Spider-Man thing looked like AI. It's not AI. It looked like first time seeing the trailer, it looked like AI because we've seen a lot. I've seen personally a lot of really cool looking AI stuff over the past like 2 months on Twitter and Facebook that looks legit. There's this really cool like Ben Affleck versus Darkseid thing in the Batcave. It looks realistic.
Yeah, just because it has AI doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it looks like AI. I could never wear this. I don't like pantsuits in which your heels are sticking out so far under them. If I was wearing a pantsuit, my pants would come down to like at least half of my foot. I would never have it way up there. Like, that's not how I would wear a pantsuit.
Okay. Alright, let's bring a new team in. So we had Cosmic, Lord Draken, Jacob Orion, and Later Gator. Right. Try to remember that.
Alright, and you can just leave the team. Okay. Don't... Okay.
Waiting for Amber to send the invite. Okay. So we have Amber, and we've got Crazy.
Crazy Miku fan.
Mm-hmm.
We can add Doesn't R.
Nope.
We can add Charles Demers.
Nope. Highway, nope. Nope.
Charles.
Yep.
Kyle is not available. Kylie is not available. Mel.
Why are they not available?
I don't know. We just played with Cosmic. We could invite Jotaro. Now you have 5 people, unless Jotaro doesn't join. Okay, Jotaro joined.
Okay, there we go. Next match.
I guess I can just wait and see what people join us.
Hmm?
You know,
No,
sometimes
this is the next match.
Sometimes I take a character and people don't. People wanted that character. Why does it look like somebody slashed your pants with the claws?
Because she's a fox. She has all kinds of details on her suit.
Oh, that's why she has like slash marks on her legs.
Mm-hmm.
Or details that look like slash marks. Swipity swipe.
Mm-hmm.
She's like Wolverine, but not. She's a fox, like her nails. Well, her nails are probably like claws.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Agent F1. I'm going
There we go.
in.
So we've got Sue Storm, Johnny, Amber's being Loki, somebody's being Deadpool, and Jotaro is. Guess we'll find out who
He's
Jotaro is.
deciding.
Still deciding.
We'll find out who Jotaro's gonna be. So who are you most excited
Speed,
to see?
stamina.
The
It's a
fox
very
or
short
Black
class.
Cat? I'm sure most people are more excited to see Black
30
Cat.
seconds
I'm more of
before
a
you
Black
attack.
Cat fan.
Get ready.
They're putting Fox in first because they're teasing people with like when Black Cat finally comes out.
Yeah.
It's smart though because they're like, oh, while you wait for Black Cat, check out this cool female, like, you know,
Yeah.
animal character too. This is White Fox, a Korean beauty or whatever.
Yeah, now we have a couple Korean characters in here.
3.
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, this is one of the new.
Yeah,
This
I
is moving
don't
the
think
bus.
I don't think I've ever played this one.
Yeah, they have to move the bus forward. I think we're trying to stop. We're supposed to stop the bus, I think.
I don't know.
Yep, it says stop the bus.
Okay, Kaya said they're setting, not doing Marvel Rivals today. Thanks for letting us know. Why Rogan?
Alright, thank you. Thanks, Kaya.
Better stop that vehicle. They've made it halfway. Stop
Oh my
them.
gosh. I'm not doing the best with this.
Oh, this seems a lot better.
No, I just keep forgetting like the bush plates stand and take them off.
Okay, now the claws come out.
There's still a chance to stop them.
I'm gonna say these guys are tryhards compared to the other team we just played.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Yeah.
Monster Island is gonna
Jotaro says it's a Smurf.
Fox on the run.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Better
decimated.
stop that vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a touch of healing. Double KO. They've made it halfway. Stop them.
No, we're not gonna beat a Smurf team.
Okay, now the claws come out. I'm hit. Cover me.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Wow.
Damage sustained. Need
Oh,
assistance.
she snuck up behind me. That's what happened.
Double KO.
Wow.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Guess who just showed their stupid face? Stay at the spa.
Are you kidding me?
Better stop that vehicle.
Cleanse its food.
Ah. Yeah, we're getting smoked.
That vehicle.
She's strike. The hunt resumes.
Da, 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 da. Oh, you switched to the Spider Girl.
One's in my head.
Now or never.
I did for 1 second.
Oh, that didn't do much. Can't stop them. You're happy that the Spider-Man trailer released on your birthday? Yeah, that was a slaughter fest.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. So it's just that was worse than my
Well, you ran into a Smurf team.
7-hour shift at work this morning.
You can't beat a Smurf team.
It was frustrating.
Hello, how am I? Okay.
I mean, we were okay before we faced that team.
Uh-huh.
I should have gotten it.
Not really, because it's almost your bedtime.
I'm not going to bed.
Do you work tomorrow?
No.
You don't?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I worked all week. I'm off tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I should get triple check.
Yeah, because you just had somebody quit. Are you sure they're not going to just randomly put you on now?
No, because that person wasn't on tomorrow.
Okay.
So there's no reason for them to put me on.
Mm.
I'm already praying that they're gonna apologize and come back, because I really don't. I don't think they are at all.
No, probably not.
I mean, I don't even think you can. Like, if you quit your job.
Wait. I'm SVP? How's that possible?
Oh, yes. You are.
That's never happened.
That's pretty amazing. Well,
The hunt continues.
There's no way.
let's go.
I gotta see that again. It says KwingsLetsPlays SVP. Documenting that. I thought I did terrible on that. I don't even know how that happened.
Need assistance. Back in the hunt.
we completely missed St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, well, we didn't have money for it this year. We'll do St. Patrick's Day in New York
The
next year.
hunt continues.
Could literally go to mom and dad's for St. Patrick's, or you could put, you know, so possibilities.
You make a great St. Patrick's Day meal, though.
Well, I saw a St. Patrick's meal online that
This book has
was not corned beef and cabbage. Shepherd's pie.
The shepherd's pie is for any time of year, though. Corned beef and cabbage is just my situation.
Oh, yeah, baby, that's the good
It's really good, but it's like...
Not the best to have it all the time.
I'm not a huge fan of it because it doesn't even get eaten and it's expensive.
I mean, if you get SVP, that means you're on the losing team. So, I mean,
Oh, but it means you're the most valuable player on your team.
I don't see how, but
Well, the game does.
the game does. Yeah.
I mean, the game doesn't win.
Alright, guys, remember to keep up with the YouTube shorts with the playlist up above, okay? Thank you. Jotaro was Rogue. That's who I was helping.
Yeah, he's the barbarian mode.
Savage Land.
You should do a skin up thing. I would do more of these, but I feel nervous doing them on my own because I feel like people see how bad I am at the game. I feel more. I have more ability to do these when you're with me. It makes me stressed out to do these on my own. I would do more of these if you did them with me.
I can't always do them.
Well, you don't do them very much at all, though. It would be nice if you did them sometimes.
I'm doing them right now. I'm gonna do White Fox and Black Cat at least.
Yeah, I guess that's not very many compared to all the skins there.
Yeah, I know. Alright, next people, we're gonna keep Amber in.
Somebody was playing as King of Hearts, Johnny Storm.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna do my best to bring in people who haven't played. Mage Wolf hasn't played. But we can't play with Mage Wolf for whatever reason.
He's probably... The game could be updating for him, or... I don't know. It's a 70s music.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be like 70s cop. Like...
That's why they have the blade outfit from his first appearance. Like, we have me, Mindblower. You already played. You could play with Cairo Games. Alright, well then I would just... You haven't played with Lemmy Fan yet. He's been here the whole time.
Where?
Lemmy Fan down there. And then there's probably people below him that you haven't played with.
Lord Jack and I played with.
What's SKI? What's under Jacob Orion?
SKI declined.
Okay, is there anyone else under there? Zion, Let's Plays you could invite. Then after that, you already gave everyone a chance. There's nothing you can do, so then you have to start over and just invite random people. You can only invite people if they decline. You can't do anything. What are you supposed to do if they decline? You can force them to play.
You work Sunday until... Well, yeah, so long as they don't put you past that. Alright, here we go.
Oh, excuse me, I'm literally sort of here. Sorry.
People are, I mean, Arkham Knight is not as good as Arkham City. Arkham Knight just has nice visuals.
That's not as good of a story.
No, it's not as good of a story. It's not as good of gameplay. And
it's not as good of a...
Social media didn't exist, and the funny thing is more critics looked at Arkham City since 2011, and it still retains a 98 on Metacritic. It's one of the few games in the world that is between a 96 and 98 on Metacritic. Arkham Knight is like not at a 98 or 96. It's like maybe 89 or 90. Marvel Spider-Man 1 is at 89 on Metacritic since 2018, and then the second game is in the 70s. So, Arkham Knight had its problems because not everyone was on board with the Batmobile, and the Batmobile was utilized way more than it should have been. It was just supposed to be a vehicle to take you from point A to point B, and they ended up incorporating it in the Riddler stuff. They ended up putting it more in the story. Like, the actual fighting in the tank is fine, but they did other things that really, back then, alienated a lot of people, because they're like, I don't want to use the Batmobile for, like, getting Riddler trophies and all this other stuff. You know, it became, you know, Rocksteady really wanted to incorporate the Batmobile a lot, because the engine was so massive to have the Batmobile part of it. So they're like, okay, since this thing is a beast with taking up space and whatever, we're just going to make sure that people have to use the Batmobile as much as possible, because we put a lot of work into getting this in and getting it working. So, but I think a less is more approach should have been used for the Batmobile. Like, maybe every once in a while it would be needed to, like, use a puzzle to get Batman into someplace, but it was crutched way too much. Like, and this is someone who's played Arkham Knight many times over. The Batmobile was used way too much. That's why in my playthroughs, I tend to glide around the city and walk around and don't really use the Batmobile all that much. I just can't. I don't want to use it that much. Only when I'm forced to.
Never say Hulk is stupid just because Banner is smart.
Oh. Well, this is cool looking. Whoa! They got a healer, obviously. Thank you for the heal, Amber.
Enemy located.
No problem.
I think we're both healers, though. I think I do heal people.
Possible.
I'm get attacked by a plant? Oh, we're the ones pushing the turtle forward. Okay. Mythical Chinese turtle. Hey, speaking of mythical Chinese characters, hey guys, when does that giant chicken game with the big broadswords come out? Is that in April? Oh, it's the Captain America I thought was cool. He's the one kicking my butt.
Makes sense that the Black Knight.
Yeah. Whoa. It's a cool looking whole scene.
Nice work, Neymar. But don't let it go to your head. You're halfway there. Keep going. Enemy located.
Here they come again.
Here they come.
He's still alive. And they got a whole bunch of healers. Do I like the 2018 Spider-Man game more than Arkham Knight? Probably. Arkham City is still the best superhero game, but I would say Spider-Man 2018, probably number 3. I don't know what my number 2 superhero game would be. I'd have to think about it. Probably X-Men Legends or Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I'd have to really think long and hard about my favorite superhero game. Top 5 or top 10 or something like that. The only thing impressive about Arkham Knight is its graphics still look better than most games today, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's back when people put time and energy into making things look and play good, and they didn't worry about adding things that people didn't care about.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 5 out of 10. Too much whining.
It was actually funny. Somebody were like, wow, gaming was so wholesome 20 years ago. And I replied to them, I said, a lot of us still are like that. But you have to understand, these guys are hardcore gamers. If you guys pulled the crap that you do today, they would be the first in a picket line against you. Because as soon as gaming changed from how they knew it, and they started to incorporate stuff they didn't care about, they would complain. And they would fight back. They would, you know, be like, we don't want this. They would speak their mind. They're not just gonna roll over and be like, yeah, we're just gonna let you do whatever you want. No. And those guys were weird too. They were living in a game house and acting like they were some like D&D clan. They even gave themselves all weird names. There was a viral video that released on Twitter a while ago. A gaming house in Minnesota from 2004, where these guys were doing like an almost MTV The Real World thing, and they were discussing what it was like to be in a gamer house with like all these other people. And, yeah. That's pretty much it. But people were like, wow, gaming was so different 20 years ago. Look at how respectful and people are. It's like, well, yeah, but also you didn't have people breathing down our neck and pestering us about stuff. Those dudes would easily be somebody like me or something like that. I didn't get involved in fighting activists until activists came to our doorstep. I didn't care really. But if you poke a dog with a stick enough, the dog's gonna turn around and bite you. So basically what happened with me, people kept pestering me and poking me with a stick, and eventually I sticked my fangs into them. I wasn't just gonna let them do whatever they wanted.
Okay, you directing it towards modern trauma, and you were talking about something completely unrelated. There's no reason to keep talking about your problems on... There's no one even talking about...
No, I'm just saying.
I don't know why you're saying that.
Because it was a response because all those people were saying, like, gamers today are toxic and stuff and all that other stuff. And they were saying that in the past it was better, but...
Oh, it was better because the activists weren't there.
Right. Yep. I never understood the thing with that skin. He looks like the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean. Lemmy got MVP. Nice job. Victory. Good job, Lemmy. Mind blow. Alright, we're gonna start with Zion.
It's like when you're around people and one really mean person is always in your group, and they're always like, why is everyone so tense every time I'm here? It's like, because you're here. That's why everyone's tense.
What was cool about the documentary too is that the one guy in the documentary said exactly what I've been saying for many years. He was like, you know, 10 years ago we couldn't openly game like this, and you know, especially at this age, he says it wasn't a thing. But it says now gaming, this is back in 2003, it's like now gaming is becoming more like approachable for everybody, and you're not looked down on playing video games and things like that. Now the funny thing is that same guy who said that, he ended up like not being a gamer after like 2008 because he got married.
Oh, pathetic. That's what happens to people, they get married.
So the gaming house that everybody lived in ended up getting shut down anyway because the dude who created it ended up getting married and settling down.
R.I.P. fun.
Ah!
Much better.
Luke knows what I'm talking about.
Clearly you needed some help.
What's the matter?
Nothing, we've been frozen at 850 for a while. Hey guys, try refreshing the stream so the numbers pop up.
I've got you covered.
YouTube's got this the stream views locked. The only way you can really help with that is by refreshing the stream. Did we do the MVP yet? Lemmy?
Denizens of the deep.
Luke is cooking tonight? I haven't really done much. Maybe this character's just a good fit for me like Psylocke is, but I'm not usually good at healers, so maybe I've just been helping with assists and healing people. I don't know. Slinky, what's up? Alright, that time I showed let me. Okay, next up is me.
Me. I'm really close.
Try sitting up.
Sleep it
What
off,
on
little
this?
Lavishek.
I mean, what are you doing for your second? Oh, it's a
Mystery stream, I don't know.
Maybe MB will, like, I don't want to leave you doing Marvel Rivals on your own.
Maybe you found your healer? I don't know. I mean, I didn't even know she was a healer. She was a strategist. I was like, okay, so what does that detail? Sweetie, you gotta sit up. If you recline like that, you're gonna fall asleep.
Honey,
If you need to take a nap, go take a nap.
if I take a nap, you won't get 1,000 views.
I will. It'll just be a 5-hour stream. Nothing can stop this from getting 1,000 views. It's just how long it takes to get 1,000.
I don't want it to take 5 hours. For you.
And then people gotta refresh.
Oh, honey. You can't make... You have no guarantee.
Later, Gator? Sure, you can play again. You're gonna sit out? Alright, Cosmic, sure. Yeah, you need to take a 2-hour nap. Okay. This hero is a good fit for me? Really? I don't know about that, but it's very kind of you guys to say that. Alright, let's go with this team.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Agent F1. I'm going.
Surprised not a lot of people are using White Fox, though. You're gonna play next round, Charles? Okay.
Heroes don't wait for opportunity to strike. We strike first.
There's the Psylocke character.
Greetings.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You know,
I knew of a green monster once.
everyone feared it.
You guys are all emoting.
Heard that story.
No, the villagers loved him, for he protected them from evil overlords.
You guys are all emo dancing. Okay.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Clear a path.
I still don't understand how Marvel Rivals is not on the Switch too, though. That's the thing I don't get.
The enemy has arrived.
I enjoyed that way too much.
I'm hit.
Ooh, wait, that hit the spot.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
Whoa! Why did Catwoman start flirting with Nightwing? It was in the 90s.
My spirit pulls me
When
back
she was
to
wearing her
battle.
purple costume. I think that was the Chuck Dixon era. I don't know. She had a purple outfit with black hair, long black hair. It was actually a pretty cool look for Catwoman, but she looked very different than she did in the animated series. Animated series, she wore gray. And the only reason they gave her a gray costume is because it looked better with the Dark Deku style. I think I got Spider-Man. Or was that Deadpool? No, that was Spidey.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
I got Spidey'd. Well.
What am I? Invisible?
Alright, Spidey's becoming a problem.
Shields up.
Now Hulk's mad. Okay, nice job, guys. Keep it up.
My senses are sharp, and my claws are ready.
Ha! You think Marvel Rivals caused Switch 2 to catch on fire? No, Nettie says that they planned on getting it on the Switch 2, but Nintendo never gave them a developer kit.
Get ready.
Like, if Iwata and Reggie was in charge, you can bet they would have gotten Marvel Rivals, like, the week, or the month that the Switch 2 came out.
Long before I was named.
The people who are in charge at Nintendo, they don't really care about the Marvel Rivals thing.
The battle starts in 5, 4.
I don't even think they have a Switch 2 version of Overwatch yet either, do they?
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
What has Victor gotten us into this time?
Camp is getting mighty close.
Anyone willing to help?
But people have to realize, like companies, that Marvel Rivals is one of the biggest games the past couple years. And not having your, you know,
Looks like the mission area is
not having your audiences be able to play it on your console is kind of a dumb decision. Because, if I'm not mistaken, isn't Marvel Rivals now on PS4 as well? Like, before they made the argument, oh, Marvel Rivals can't be on PS4, did they not make a PS4 version? So where's the Switch 2 version? I'm just saying. If they can get Marvel Rivals to run on PS4, would they not be able to do the same for Switch 2? That's why I don't really understand the business strategy sometimes of Nintendo. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like, where are you going with this, Nintendo? It's like Nintendo's more interested in... I don't like her super ability, though. It's not very good. It doesn't kill anybody. See, my super move didn't kill nobody. Jotaro says, it runs on PS4. Man, that pesky Spider-Man.
Okay, now the claws come out.
Uh-oh.
Strong again.
Ah. Excuse me.
I compliment you, Hulk, but
Glory is almost yours.
ancestral power. Damage sustained. Resistance. Anyone willing to help?
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
There we go. Nice job, guys. Good job, good job.
Another epic victory. Big win.
Cosmic Galaxy is Psylocke? Wow. Nice job, Cosmic. There's no reason to have this on anymore. Does White Fox's guard ability block Spidey's attack? I can try it next time if there's another Spider player. So, how did you guys feel about, the Crimson Desert game? What did you think of it? I wanted to get your guys' feedback, what you feel about the game. I like the game. The only problems I have is the text is way too small for me to, you know, see what I'm supposed to be doing.
I wouldn't get back up if I were you.
And some of the basic like puzzles and things like that are very confusing because I hate to say it, but I've been ruined by a lot of modern games that constantly tell you, hey, this is what you need to do in order to get through the level, or they're, you know, constantly giving you hints. The Korean and Chinese games I've played over the years, they don't give you any heads up. They like explain it once, like it's 20 years ago, and then that's it. So there are some times in the Crimson Desert game that I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing? You know, that I actually have to go and look something up and see how to do it, and then I know how to do it the rest of the game. But because I'm not used to playing a lot of MMOs. And the game, it feels like it's menu system and swapping in weapons and changing armaments and all that other stuff. It feels like an MMO. And since I'm not accustomed to MMOs, I feel really lost, you know? But I like the game. I think the game looks amazing. It's got a lot of promise. And it is fun to play, but the confusing aspect of it kind of outweighs, you know, my enjoyment with it. And with my ADD and dyslexia, it makes the game a lot harder for me than other people, because the more confusing stuff gets even more confusing than most normal players. So it's like, I really feel like trying to read what the game says when the print is so small even when I have it, quote, large print, and I did air quotes, that takes away my enjoyment from the game because I get frustrated because I can't read what I'm supposed to do next. And even when I pause the game and go into the map, the text is still too small for me to see what it says on the map. So it's like I have to get up off the couch and I have to sit within like 2 inches of the TV just to read the text. I think that's ridiculous. But I think the gameplay is fine. I think the combat is interesting. I just don't understand how the whole alien thing works into it. You die and then you come back because of aliens or something like that. I was hoping it'd be like full-blown medieval stuff, but they've added grappling hooks and steampunk elements and things. I don't know where they're going with it, you know? It's a unique premise, but I thought it was going to be like a Celtic medieval game, like Celts versus the English or something, but nope. I'm actually kind of looking forward to the Pragmata thing. That's next month, right?
Step aside. Out of sight.
I don't really have a lot of problem with Japanese games, though. Like, I get lost in games, sure, but I always find my way through. I feel like, without actually looking stuff up, I literally... The side quest of cleaning the chimney, they didn't tell you what you were supposed to do. So I'm up there... I knew theoretically what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to stick the broom inside the chimney and clean it. But every time I clicked on the chimney, it didn't clean it. So I was like, how in the world am I supposed to do this? So it has the Crimson Desert. It has little elements like this, like scattered throughout the game, where realistically you know how to do something and you get it, but your character doesn't execute it in the game. Also, I don't like the fact that they tie the talking button to your jump button. That seems a little weird to me. Because half the time I was trying to talk to people in the game, my character just started jumping around like an idiot. It kind of broke the immersion of, oh, this is a serious medieval game with magic and sorcery or whatever. And here my character is jumping up and down trying to talk to people. It's kind of like, well, that's a little weird. You know? Because I don't remember in Skyrim where my character... or Elder Scrolls where I would be jumping around trying to speak to somebody. So that's kind of like, okay. It's a little weird. Ah! There we go. Alright, here we go. Next one. So yeah, that's my thing. I didn't even get to the first boss yet because, like, I didn't even know how to clear... Like, explain to me, this is somebody who doesn't play MMOs very much, how many medieval games do you know of where you get a sci-fi grappling hook that you need to solve puzzles with? Like, I I want to get behind the whole Crimson Desert thing and the hype and be like, wow, this game is amazing for like a, you know, Korean indie developer or whatever. But why are they incorporating all these sci-fi elements into what's supposed to be basically like the Celts versus the English? I don't, you know, I was thinking it was going to be like one of those traditional medieval, kind of like Red Dead Redemption, but medieval. And it's not. It's, I don't even know how to describe it. But I just feel like with it missing so many key things to teach you, like I'm not accustomed to MMOs. I've played very few MMOs over the years.
I grew up in a community.
I don't know what the game is trying to be. If it's trying to be a massive multiplayer online game, or if it's trying to be like a Witcher thing. But the Witcher games were a lot easier to understand and get you playing right away. Whereas the Crimson Desert game, like the little showcase that I did yesterday, it exhausted my eyes because I couldn't see. Like the text was too small. And it had me running all over the place to complete these quests and stuff like that. But it didn't even give me the general idea of where the quest is. It gave me like the general region of where the quest was. But it didn't mark things very clearly, and it didn't tell you things very clearly. Maybe they wanted to be like, okay, the fun is exploring and stuff like that. And I get it. It's a beautiful open world. You know, breathtaking visuals and all that other stuff. But for a live stream, I don't know how it works as a series because, you know, Monster Hunter, we have objectives. We know what we're doing. We're going to go hunt this monster. We're going to go find this egg. We're going to go to this town. We need to grind until we reach that level, and then boom. You know? Even Dark Souls gives you a rough idea of, okay, this is what you need to do. In order to clear this citadel, you have to defeat this monster, and you're going to have to build up all your equipment and whatever skills in order to go take this thing down. And it might take you hours, but that's your whole thing. It's like, what is the point of Crimson Dawn? Like, I just run around and I talk to people, and if I don't wear a fancy outfit, I get, you know, attacked, or, like, what is it? What's the whole point of it? Like, what's its motivation? What am I doing with it? It's like, it's causing me, like, a lot of pain, because I feel like I'm, like, being laughed at for one. Like, people are laughing at me because of my disabilities and stuff like that, and, you know, my ADD and dyslexia is, like, full on display when I play that game, so I don't like what I imagine people are saying. And I know there's a lot of Google searches about, like, how to clean the chimney and all that other stuff. Like, the day the game came out, one of the most search things for Crimson Desert was how to do the chimney. So, I mean, I know I'm not alone in that regard, but I feel like I did the game worse than any other streamer yesterday, and I'm embarrassed. Embarrassed and angry, and, you know, usually #1 or first look episodes, they don't go that badly. And, like, even last night, I was thinking about it all night. Like, I did such a terrible job with this. And it's like, I spent all that money for the game, I didn't pay the game back. And I want to keep playing it, but I feel like I need to, I don't know, watch, like, a lot of videos just to understand the basics of what I'm supposed to be doing. And I don't know if I have the time to do that, because if I don't do it, like, if I streamed it tonight, I'd probably be stuck on that wheel puzzle for, like, 30 minutes. And have to go on break and watch how to do it. Because I just don't understand the controls. And I feel like the game's not even explaining how to do it. They're just like, use the grappling hook to solve puzzles. It's like, okay, how?
I'm back.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
So that's why I've been kind of shying away from it. And Amber was like, are you going to do another episode of that? It's like, I don't know, because I'd much rather get back to Monster Hunter or even Metroid. Metroid was confusing, sure, but at least I was making my way through the game. But no, Jotaro or somebody was asking me last night, are you going to look at that beat 'em up? I'm not going to look at the beat 'em up until Amber's available. I think tonight I'm doing Fortnite, but I don't know. Lance!
Even better than my mutant power.
I'm supposed to be healing my allies with this fox thing?
My armor's got a lock on a bogey.
I wish she had a cool attack power, though. Sorry, that's just been on my mind with the whole Crimson Desert thing. Is like, I like the game, but I feel like because I'm not accustomed to MMOs and I don't know what type of game Crimson Desert is, I think it's just going to be like, as I continue to get through the game, I don't think the skill tree is going to confuse me in combat and things like that, but just like basic things like, okay, do this quest and go to this general area and search for a costume to get through a door or something like that. That's going to drive me nuts. And the puzzles, the wheel puzzles, I don't get at all. You know? And I haven't watched anything on it because I haven't had time. I was thinking about watching some stuff like on the, you know, in between the next stream to try to get a rough idea. But outside of doing something tomorrow on Saturday, I don't really see me doing a lot with Crimson Dawn. I thought it was going to be like this kind of like Witcher type game. It'd just be like quick and easy, you know? Or not quick and easy. Like the Witcher game is still hard, but getting the understanding of the basics with The Witcher is like pretty simple. You can even understand the basics of Dark Souls in like 30 minutes, you know? I'm 2 hours into Crimson Desert and I have no idea what I'm doing. Like half the time. I don't know how to earn money. I don't know where there's an Adventures Guild. I don't know how to level up my weapons yet. You know, if armor is given from just like beating enemies, or if I actually have to like, you know, go to the blacksmith. I haven't unlocked anything in the skill tree yet. Ow.
I'm back, and I'll be more sly this time.
You saw some complaints about uneven pacing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If I knew it was a sci-fi thing, I probably wouldn't have gotten into it, though. Like, I really thought it was going to be kind of the Celts versus the British thing. Like a Braveheart thing. I was like, okay, that's a cool premise. You know, it takes place in medieval times, but we're playing as a Celtic guy. So, but you are playing as a Celtic guy, but I don't know. I think it would have just been cooler when you get resurrected, that instead of getting saved by, like, technology and aliens or whatever, that you would have gotten saved from, like, you know, Celtic pagan deity stuff. Like, pagan, or not pagan, like, Celtic mythology. You know, like, oh, we need you alive to deal with, this army or whatever, but the more I play the game, the more confused I get. But the pros outweigh the cons. I like how the character models look. I like how the game's graphics are. I like the combat engine from when I actually did get to fight people for the basic tutorial. Haven't really gotten to fight anybody since, though.
Anyone willing to help?
Wow, we won again. But it doesn't even really feel like Red Dead Redemption in that sense either. Like, Red Dead Redemption gives you a basic understanding of what you're supposed to do, you know? And it gives you the freedom of, like, okay, if I don't want to progress the story, I can ride my horse and go to this other town and do a bunch of other stuff and put my ear to the ground and find things out. Crimson Desert, it's like, it's having an identity crisis. It's trying to be like Warcraft, World of Warcraft, then it's trying to be Baldur's Gate, then it's trying to be The Witcher. Then it's trying to be Assassin's Creed. I just, you know, I don't know. Yeah, but I'm noticing, Miss Deanna, like, when it comes to Korean games in general, like, I really don't get them. Like, the learning curve for that solo leveling game was immense. And that was done by a Korean developer. Right? A lot of the Korean games that I've looked at the past 2 or 3 years, they're always, like, mind-numbingly confusing. They're cool, and they're fun to play, but in order to get through the game, I have to put in more work than I would for a Japanese or a Western game. You know? Like, I'll give you a core example. Like, I'm getting my keister handed to me in that one game, like Armored Core, right? Armored Core is brought to you by the From Software people, the people that make Dark Souls and things like that, right? Even though I'm not very good at the game, I understand what I'm supposed to do in the game. Like, what's needed for me to clear. There was one level in particular where I had to fight like 5 guys at once that's camouflaged. That's the whole point of that section. I have to survive being ambushed by people I can't see, with limited munitions and all kinds of stuff. I get it. Then I just have to strive for trying to eventually, you know, die over and over again until I win. You know, very Souls-like, right? I get it. Same thing with The Witcher. I might struggle with a quest in The Witcher, but I have a firm understanding of what I'm supposed to do for said quest to move forward. The Crimson Desert game, I don't know how to move forward. It keeps throwing things in my path, and it feels very similar to how some of those, like, Genshin Impact, when it first came out, it was super confusing. Like, that was like a mind overload for my ADD. Like, it was too much, right? I feel like some aspects of Crimson Desert remind me of the confusing qualities of Genshin Impact Year 1. Now, Genshin Impact got better and easier for players to get a grip of what they needed to do as the game continued to develop over years and years and years. And then when the next Genshin Impact style game came out, like Zenless Zone Zero or Honkai Star Rail or whatever, they weren't super confusing anymore because you had a basic understanding, okay, this is how Korean games work. But Crimson Desert has completely thrown me for a loop because it doesn't have easy to understand menus like some of the other Korean games I've done. They just kind of throw you out there in the medieval world and they're like, okay, go talk to somebody and hear rumors and stuff in order to find out what you're supposed to do. And even before, they never told me, not once, use this costume that you got from cleaning the chimney in order to get inside the castle. They said, go to the castle. So when I went up to the TV to read, go to the castle, I was like, okay, I'm going to Assassin's Creed this. And I climbed the castle walls, I scaled it, was trying to be all stealthy, and then, you know, the guards tried to kill me, right? It wasn't until I actually typed on Google, how do I get inside the castle? And they're like, oh, you know that side quest you did an hour ago to clean the chimney? Wear that costume. Where in the game did it tell me put the costume on? I feel that the game failed in that regard, you know? The voice acting is great, and the banter of the characters and all the hush-hush stuff that's happening in that medieval fantasy world is cool. But I feel like they don't give you a basic, like, understanding of what you're supposed to do. And for somebody that has disabilities, it just really, really, like, annoys me. And also makes me, like, mad and confused because I know people are laughing at me. Like, ADD people can tell when people are being, like, vindictive and cruel to them. It's like we can sense it. So it's like I don't want to further embarrass myself playing the game when I'm not going to be able to do it, you know, because I can't stand the ridicule from you know, people making fun of my disability because I can't help it. Yeah, Stellar Blade, I understood. Like, when I played Stellar Blade, I got it, like, right away. This is what I'm supposed to do, right? It felt like very kind of near whatever. It felt kind of like that type of game. Even, what was that one game? I really liked that game until it got confusing. This one. Lost Soul aside, I thought Lost Soul aside was really interesting. It's a cool premise. But then the game got too... The combat was easy to understand. But then the I guess the questing or something became like way too confusing. The gameplay was interesting. It's a cool premise. The game looks beautiful and all that other stuff, but it's like another one of those like what do they call it? Solo leveling games where it's too confusing for like mission structure and where you're supposed to go, and it just was just me stumbling around and not necessarily complaining, but nothing was moving forward in the game. I was just like replaying a level I already played to try to find a way through the level, and it just wasn't worth it to me. You know? Well, yeah, I think what Crimson Desert does is it borrows a lot of elements from other games. You're exactly right, though. Like, the game becomes Hitman, so you can move forward and stuff like that by putting on a costume so that you can pass a security checkpoint. But what I'm saying is, nowhere during the entirety of the chimney thing did they tell you, that I recall, that they're saying, okay, now, the costume that you got, put on that costume so you can get inside. All they say is, go into the castle. And it's like, what? So what I did is I climbed the castle wall, which was kind of cool. You know, I did it like Breath of the Wild, Assassin's Creed-y. And I was like, alright, this is fun. I'm kind of playing the game my own way now. You know, finding ways to bypass the puzzles in a different way. But then I got smoked by the guards, and I had to look up online, okay, I was supposed to put on a costume. It was just weird. Genshin Impact is a Chinese game. Sorry about that. But yeah, Genshin Impact, when I first played it, was very confusing. And then when people were like, oh, you should do Zenless Zone Zero or another one, I was like, I don't really want to do these gacha games because I can't really handle them. But then Zenless Zone Zero was like very linear, super easy to understand. It was a lot of fun. It was a money trap, yeah. But I feel like Zenless Zone Zero, I like the story, I like the characters. I enjoyed it, but it was a money pit, easily. Well, I mean, the Ninja Gaiden games on Xbox, even though they didn't tell you exactly where to go, even back then Ryu would give you a basic, like, kind of like, okay, I need to be doing this, and then you have to figure your way across or whatever. It didn't have, like, yellow markers and paint, like, all over the place, because I'm not a big fan of yellow paint. But what I like in certain adventure games is there's like an asterisk or a symbol over a destination where you're supposed to go. It's not just like kind of like this thing on the map that you have to try to make your way toward. If you're lost on a world map and you hit like down on the joystick or something, most action adventure games will kind of like act as like a GPS in a sense, where a beacon will appear over like your destination where you're supposed to go, and you make your way to it. It's not like a direct line to it, like, you know, basically like Arkham Knight, for instance. Arkham Knight is a massive open world. When you put the bat beacon, it shows you in the sky where it is, and you can try to make your way toward it. Or get to the general area. The Crimson Desert game, it doesn't highlight characters that you're supposed to talk to. Like, every NPC looks the same. They could have put like a little diamond over the character that you're supposed to talk to, like to make it look a little bit different than the hundreds of other NPCs that are all over the place. And I get it. I understand why they're doing that. They want you to talk to every single character. But I don't want to talk to every single character. You know, I'm not one of those players that wants to spend like 3 or 4 hours on a tutorial and literally talk to every single person in town. And then try to remember every person's in town's, like, if they were the blacksmith that I met, or if that was the tavern owner or whatever, you know? I don't enjoy games like that. And I feel like just having like a beacon or a different color symbol over an NPC, I don't feel that's hand-holding. That's giving you a basic understanding of, okay, this is where you're supposed to go. And that's it. You know, now, you know, handle the story, handle the puzzles on your own or whatever. But, yeah, it was... I was getting a massive headache last night. I was trying to have fun, but I had to take several breaks during the stream just to maintain my sanity and try not to, you know, pull like a dark side Phil and complain about everything.
My spirit pulls me back.
But it was really challenging my ADD last night. Like I was going crazy. I was trying to play up, oh, you know, haha, I can't find this guy. When, you know, we're trying to get ready to fight the black bears. Any other game, I would have gotten to the fight within like a minute or something like that. I had to talk to every single person in that camp just to find the right guy to continue the story. And I feel like that was not handled well. You know? For the life of me, I can't think of even a Skyrim game that I didn't know what NPC I was supposed to talk to. It was pretty straightforward who I needed to go speak with. You know? If it was an alchemist, then I needed to go to like a wizardy-looking building, or if it was a knight, then I needed to go to a tavern where there would be a knight sitting and I talked to him and progress the story. Like, the Crimson Desert game, the only way it feels like a desert is that you're kind of like thrown into this world with no understanding of what you're supposed to do. That's, for me, that's what the desert aspect feels like. Is like, okay, here you are. The main tutorial is quote-unquote, air quotes, is done. So just, you know, run through the world and figure it out for yourself. I don't like stuff like that. I like a clear point, like, okay, if you want to continue the story, go here. If you want to, you know, free roam and ride your horse and do whatever, here are the towns that are in your vicinity. Go do side quests, you know, go grind so you can really scare the first boss with, like, being super over-leveled. I love that kind of stuff. You know, that's fun for me. But I couldn't even find a dungeon where to go fight. And every time I would pull my sword out to fight somebody in town, I would get decimated by all the guards, like, descending upon me. Because, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. If you're this one guy swinging your sword in a town, of course all these people are going to come and try to kill you because their job is to be guards, right? So I get that, but I just don't see how I can have fun with this type of game. It doesn't feel like Skyrim. It doesn't feel like The Witcher. It doesn't feel like Elder Scrolls. It doesn't feel like Baldur's Gate. It doesn't feel like any of those fantasy games that I have a rough, you know, understanding because I've played those games for decades, you know? And I don't even know what type of game to compare Crimson Desert with, because I've played the Hitman games and, you know, gotten through those games relatively easily, you know? Whether I go in guns a-blazing or I take the stealth approach and, you know, I'm very meticulous who I kill, or if I just go in and decide, okay, I'm just going to kill everybody and see what happens, I have those options. With Crimson Desert, it doesn't feel like I have those options to really do anything other than what the game wants me to do. You know, don't cause problems in town, talk to people, arm wrestle people for information, whatever. It doesn't feel like my cup of tea. And I want to get better at it, but I just don't want to I don't want to put the work into it. Uh-oh. Yeah, Miss Deanna's correct. 0 instructions. Let me explain this to you later, Gator. You have a point on the map, like on the left side of the screen in Crimson Desert. You have not a list of objectives. You have one word, and the word says, "Find the alchemist." So and then as you're moving to your destination, right, to where the alchemist is located in the castle. This is how this game does it, okay? This is how Crimson Desert does it. This is why this is confusing. So it says, find the alchemist, right? Find the hidden door. As you're following the... You don't have an arrow or anything. On your map, you have, like, this big, like, red kind of, like, Crusader's cross. Like, in the middle of the map. And the game wants you to make your way to that red map. Just that big blotch, right? As you're walking, right, to your destination, you will run into characters that will start side quests that don't feel like they're suggested. They're mandatory. Because these characters that, like, as I was walking toward the thing, a husband fell off the roof and a husband and wife got into this comedy routine, right? And then I had to go talk to them. And, you know, you need to do that because then you get the clothes in order to go into there. So a non-Korean game, non-MMO, they would tell you, okay, we need you to go to the castle, but first you're going to need a disguise. And then they would say, go talk to the village seamstress or whatever. That's how The Witcher would do it. That's how Skyrim would do it. That's how Elder Scrolls, right? So I've played fantasy games before. This game, Crimson Desert, makes me feel like I'm an idiot, for one, and I'm completely out of my element because I had no idea that as I'm walking, right, that different characters are going to appear on my path. What if I decided, okay, I need to go to where this red icon is in the middle of the map, and instead of me making a straight line toward that, I'm going to climb over the mountains, and I'm just going to head to the castle, right? Well, if I did that, which I did, then I miss out on the side quest that was apparently mandatory because I didn't walk in a straight line. I took like a vertical approach, or I climbed over buildings, or I climbed up a mountain. I went out of my way to still make it to where the destination of the story is, but then when I got to the story, I got destroyed by the guards because apparently I didn't walk the straight line to where the village is in order, you know, the game was expecting me to walk on the path, and in an open world game like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Skyrim, whatever, I don't take the chosen path, I forge my own trail because that's the joy of fantasy games, right? You do your own thing. Look at when I did Skyrim and Elder Scrolls. Did I progress the story the way that most people did? No. I went inside of a dungeon and I started slaying monsters and got, hugely over level. You know? Because that's what I like to do. I like to explore at my own pace. And, like, if I need to get stronger in order to fight a boss, I want to be prepared for it. And the game, to me, it doesn't feel like it's preparing me for anything. It's trying to unravel this story that, yeah, maybe I want to understand, but at the same time, I'm in this massive medieval world. I want to go do stuff. I want to ride my horse. I want to go fight bandits. I want to go to an adventurer's guild or whatever. Do side missions. Do all this other stuff. I want to do it at my own pace, and it's not letting me do that. And then as I'm moving through stuff, it's making the choices for me and not letting me like take a unique approach, because that's what makes my Zelda series and Skyrim and all those other things so different than everybody else's, because everybody has their own unique way of playing. Same thing with Dark Souls. If you've seen how I play Dark Souls and Elden Ring, I don't play it the same way as other people, you know? And that's fine, because every gamer is supposed to, your play style is supposed to be like a unique fingerprint. This Korean game is forcing me to adhere to what their rules are and not letting me do what I want to do. Yeah, all RPGs have the basic understanding and stuff like that. This game doesn't. And it completely threw me for a loop, and I was trying to keep my cool. I don't think I yelled at anybody last night or yelled at the game or made stupid excuses, but in my head I was constantly yelling at myself because it's like I felt like I'd never played a game before. Like, that's what that game made me feel like. It's like, what exactly am I doing? Why is all this stuff happening? Like, why can't I go and fight people? Why can't I go and hunt things? I got a bow and arrow. I've got a horse. Why can't I do anything? I'm stuck in this town for 2 hours and I can't do anything. And it just says, get in the castle. It's like, okay, well, how do I get in the castle? Like, I'll give you another thing that they did that was, like, not very good directions either, is they said, find the locked door. So what do you do when a game tells you to find the locked door? You remember, I found this locked door, like, a couple alleyways ago. I think this is the key that I need to go to. So what I did is, I, was trained from playing medieval games. Okay, that locked door that I saw down that alleyway, that has to be a secret door that this key is going to open. No. So, but I had this idea, okay, this is exciting. I found that locked door. I have this key now from the beggar. I'm going to walk down this alleyway that's, like, really shady, and this key is going to open the door. Nope. So then I tried every single locked door in that area of town, and it didn't work. So I'm like, okay, what's the point of the locked door? And then they tell you later, no, that locked door was for the alchemist tower. But if they would just say, use this key later for the alchemist tower, like they would in Baldur's Gate or any other fantasy game, that would prepare you for, okay, this key's important later, I need to hold on to this. But do they do that in the Korean game? No. They don't give you, like, it's like trying to find water in the desert with no idea where the water is. You do all the right steps that you've learned how to get water in the desert, but it doesn't work in this particular setting. So everything that you've learned about fantasy games and RPGs no longer applies. It doesn't matter if you grew up playing Skyrim or Elder Scrolls or Ultima or whatever. The rules are completely flipped on its head. And for me last night, that was very annoying. Because it made it look like I've never played fantasy games before, and I was just completely aggravated. Chuck Norris is gone? Oh. Wow. Oh, man, he was one of my heroes, too. That sucks. And Arnold's not long for this world, either, because Arnold has had too many heart attacks. And Chuck Norris and Arnold both had a lot of heart attacks. That's a bummer. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, do you guys remember me struggling with... Even though I didn't play Shakiro very well, I at least progressed the story. I beat all of, what was the name of that game? The past Ninja Gaiden games that didn't have, like, yellow paint to follow. Ninja Gaiden, what was the name of that Wii U game? Razor's Edge. I've played several Assassin's Creed games, no problem. I would do different things with Assassin's Creeds on my playthrough. It'd be like, oh, my problem with Assassin's Creed, I get distracted. So it's like, yes, the next destination is here, and I know where the story is. The game is telling me that if you go to this city, the story's going to progress, right? But in the meantime, as I'm, running around as a Viking or a Spartan or whatever, all these little side thingies pop up where I can get stronger. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go do that. Same thing happened in the Assassin's Creed Origins game. It's like, I knew where I was supposed to go. I needed to go to some pyramid. But at the same time, there was a rumor that I could fight Anubis or mummies or something. So I went inside of a pyramid deep underground, and I was trying to, do whatever. I got easily distracted because of my ADD, but at the same time, I was having a lot of fun. Same thing happened with Ghost of Tsushima. I love Ghost of Tsushima, and I know what I was supposed to do region-wise to complete the story. But I did all the side missions. I went and I found all the hot springs. I found other things to do for my own playstyle. I hunted Mongols. I did whatever, And I had a lot of fun because I knew what I was doing. And the game at the same time was pressuring me to continue the story, but I knew what I needed to do to progress the story. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to move the story forward. It feels like the way that Crimson Desert does stuff is like, okay, here's a little bit of the story. Now we're going to pause the story, and now we're going to throw you in a town, and you're going to need to walk around and listen to every NPC in order to know what to do next. Like, you'll have to find a milkmaid, or you'll have to find a giant, or whatever. But the town is littered with maids and giants. Like, I don't like that. The reason why Souls game tells you what to do is because the game is soul-crushingly hard that even though you know what you're supposed to do, executing it is a different story. That's what makes Dark Souls and Elden Ring games so interesting is, yes, you know what you need to do in order to achieve victory, but can you win against those massive monsters? The game is going to be like, all right, you're going to have to find ways of taking out these monsters and be smart about it and, get good. But we're going to tell you what you need to do, and now we're just going to sit back and watch you struggle. That's what Souls games do. So you always have the basics of, this is what my objective is. What is the objective in Crimson Desert? I don't know. No, Steven Seagal is... No. Chuck Norris was one of the best martial artists of all time. And he was an American. He was also good friends with Bruce Lee. But it is amazing in itself that Chuck lived to be 86 because he put his body through so much punishment. As a martial artist, if you do martial arts your whole life, you're going to suffer problems. You're going to have aches and pains. You're going to have brain damage. You're going to have organ problems. Getting punched and kicked in different parts of your body is not good for that to happen all the time. And even if you stop doing it in like your 50s or your 60s, as you age, you're going to start to feel those old war wounds more and more. And even though Chuck Norris was in great shape for an 86-year-old, he went through a lot of punishment in his movies. He's been blown up. There was accidents. He had heart attacks. He had kidney problems. He had all kinds of stuff happen to him over his career in the 80s and 90s, and then stuff like that. Chuck did his own stunts. Jackie Chan too. I don't think Jackie's going to make it till 90. He's had more brain injuries than I can count. They say Bruce Lee died of an aneurysm. I mean, Jackie's had his neck broken almost twice. He's cracked open his head from falling like 2 stories and survived. I mean, that's not good for you, you know? Well, yeah, I mean, I remember, Miss Deanna, Chuck Norris was, like, put in the hospital several times. Like, Arnold's doctors, the Arnold Schwarzenegger's doctors aren't giving him a very good, you know, life expectancy because he's had open heart surgery 6 times. Most people don't survive having open heart surgery 2 or 3 times. He's had it 6 times.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this.
I think he's even had a heart transplant. I don't know. Well, looks like our last match will not be with the Wolf Girl. And I won't be playing Psylocke either. So, I guess I'll go Wolverine unless somebody's going Wolverine. I do a little swipey-swipe action. Oh, thank you.
My order is sharp. My mind is sharper. I'm just a sword for hire. This is all so much bigger than me.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Yes, Steven Seagal is a terrible martial artist. He actually can't fight in real life. He does choreography. He acts like he's just as good as like Jet Li or Chuck Norris or Jackie Chan or oh my gosh, I can't even remember all the different martial artists over the years. But the guy, he can't. Anybody can fight with choreography. Choreography is a dance, right? Choreography is, I'm going to strike you here, you're going to duck, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. You know, you're following a set movement of like kicks and punches and things like that. It's almost like you're performing a duet. A martial artist is not going to always fight the same way because they have a tool of knowledge that they learned and they know how to incorporate different moves to do the job. And they're not going to fight the same way because it would be predictable. Your opponent would, you know how to counter you and stuff like that. Steven Seagal, if you look at his movies, he acts like he's this really amazing martial artist, but it's just choreography. Sometimes it's decent choreography, but, you know, not really. My problem with him, though, is he always acts like he has this air of arrogance to him that he's like the best in the world, and he's pretending to be the best in the world. But I have seen some of his movies. Like, his early movies in the 80s are okay. But when the guy was like 300 pounds, and SNL and Mad TV were making fun of him all the time for being like a whale and him still doing martial arts movies, he became like a satire of himself. But he still saw himself as, I'm Steven Seagal. I'm like the greatest martial artist of all time. You know, it's just kind of like, whatever, dude. You know, because all the martial artists would talk about him behind his back because he just, like, he had this arrogance about him. You know? Like, martial artists respect people who put in the work, but they don't respect people that pretend to be something they're not. You know? And then he would always turn down opportunities to go and spar or hang out with, like, real martial artists because the real martial artist would know he's a fake. So it's like, does he just do choreography? I think so. But he's never actually, you know, done anything with a real martial artist that I can think of. He always turns down their stuff and says, we're very generous that they asked me to, you know, appear in their movie, but, you know, I'm going to do my own thing. Or, you know, we were going to do a celebrity fight, but, no, I'd beat him too easily. You know, he was like, you know what he is? He's the Donald Trump of martial artists. He talks a big game. He's a jerk. And, you know, he has ridiculous hair. and he's really, really fat. So that's pretty much it. That's the best way to describe Steven Seagal, in my personal opinion. That's the type of celebrity that he gives off. He's not likable. That's, you know. Whereas, I mean, Chuck Norris was a sweetheart, you know? Chuck Norris had his, like, stint in the 80s where he was kind of arrogant and stuff like that. But he became humbled over time. That's why Chuck Norris was one of my heroes. Like, over time, he became a much more humble, you know, nice, kind of like that cool grandpa type of guy, you know? And Walker Texas Ranger was really fun to watch, and he always delivered good entertainment for people to watch. Some of his early 80s movies are very cliche and kind of funny because of just how awkward and weird they are, but mostly they're like all movies with him being part of like an elite like special forces thing or something like that. But his more grounded movies, with him being like a guy from Texas or whatever, it's more interesting. But Chuck Norris was everywhere when I was a kid. He had a cartoon show, he had video games, he had action figures, he had merchandise.
My light cannot be snuffed.
But people have to remember about Chuck too is Chuck Norris, even though he had the charisma and all this other stuff, if Bruce Lee was alive and he didn't have an aneurysm, then I honestly believe that, you know, Bruce Lee would have been way more famous than Chuck. Jackie Chan and Chuck Norris owe their popularity to the vacuum they filled because of Bruce Lee. If Bruce Lee hadn't died young, I really think that both Chuck Norris and Jackie Chan would have been famous, but they wouldn't be renowned as Bruce Lee. That's what I feel. Like, Bruce Lee was just something special. And Chuck Norris actually agreed with that. He mentioned Bruce Lee several times, that if it wasn't for Bruce, you know, then Chuck wouldn't have, martial arts in general wouldn't have been on the world stage as much outside of Asian countries. Martial arts blew up in America thanks to Bruce Lee. Because the main thing for self-defense in America in the 30s, 40s, 20s, 50s was boxing. Boxing was our self-defense. It wasn't until Bruce Lee and some other people started to bring like Kung Fu and karate and Jeet Kune Do, you know, all that stuff to America. Karate especially. Jiu-Jitsu. If it wasn't for Bruce, that stuff never would have got a foothold in America. There was like a mysticism to it, in a way. Like, me getting into martial arts, when I was a kid, I owe it to a couple factors. Bruce Lee and the Ninja Turtles. And Power Rangers. If it wasn't for those people, I probably wouldn't have been interested in the martial arts. And, you know, I also had a thing where I was being bullied in school and wanted to learn how to defend myself so I could put bullies in their place. But I was inspired by seeing people who were, you know, my body size. Like, Bruce Lee was a thin, lanky guy. He was not a big, muscular dude, you know? He wasn't like your definition of what a big, strong man is supposed to look like. And yet Bruce was beating people that were, like, you know, several times his size or his body weight. That was something cool. It was like, it's possible, actually, to do something even based on your small size. And I I hadn't hit my growth spurt until like 1998. I was a tiny kid. All throughout junior high, I was at least 4'11", 5 foot, you know. Most of the kids in my class were much taller than me, so I related to Bruce and some other people because size matters not. Basically.
Jury, executioner!
They showed that there can be different types of heroes. Like, never judge a book by its cover. That's what a lot of these, like, 80s martial arts things were, is if you go back and you watch some of them, it was always about an underdog, a guy who, like, their enemy underestimated them, and they ended up losing because of, basically, their hubris and underestimating their opponent. Most of Chuck Norris's movies go like that. Chuck Norris is an everyday guy. Somebody picks a fight with him that thinks they're better than him. Whether they're a terrorist organization or some, like, you know, corrupt, like, crime syndicate or whatever, they mess with Chuck Norris defeats them. But Chuck appeared as this guy that was just like your average, every Joe, whatever. He wasn't trying to be this amazing martial artist. Things were put into his path for his characters where he had to go do stuff. When he did the Delta Force movies were about basically rescuing POWs. Like, they had a mission. Their mission was to go save Americans that were captured behind enemy lines. That's what Delta Force did. They weren't just attacking countries because they were trying to get their soldiers back. So that's what made Delta Force cool. I don't remember how many Delta Force movies there were, but there was a couple. And it was pretty much the same thing every time. Like, this country has our troops and they've never gotten them, so we're gonna go save them, or yeah, it's pretty much the premise. What was the very first martial arts I took? Karate, then jiu-jitsu and taekwondo.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
I was under the impression in karate we would learn how to flip, and we would learn a lot of cool stuff that I saw on TV. And they're like, no, if you want to learn how to flip and grapple and stuff like that, then you want to take jiu-jitsu. So then I took jiu-jitsu. And then they're like, if you want to learn fast punches and kicks, not just like kicks that have like a lot of stopping power like karate does, like the punches and kicks in karate are more surgical, the heavy hitting. Taekwondo and some other martial arts are all about speed and things like that. So you learn how to punch fast, kick fast, and, you know, all that other stuff. Karate, it's more like learning how to use a scalpel to dissect your opponent, like their weak points. And, you know, Taekwondo is fast kicks, fast punches, you know, just fast reflexes in general. And Jiu-Jitsu is all about using your opponent's body mass against them. To throw them, flip them, grapple them, choke them out, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, we got a clutch. That works for me. Yeah, I like... Jackie Chan is probably my favorite of the martial arts things. Chuck Norris's movies were very R-rated, so I didn't get to watch them very much. Chuck Norris became one of my role models because of the Chuck Norris Karate Commandos cartoon. Movies that I could pretty much watch, like just about every Jackie Chan movie that came out in the 90s and the 2000s was not R-rated. Jackie's early movies that he did in Hong Kong from like 1979 till about like 1984, they were all R-rated. So Jackie was the more approachable, like, everyman martial artist that, you know, anyone in the world could watch his movies and relate to, you know, his films, because, I don't know, just his charm and his skill and his amazing stunts, his personality. Jackie is just, like, really, really likable. I can't think of any time in my years of life and being a fan of Jackie that I've ever been disappointed in Jackie. Like, Jackie, he's a humanitarian, he's a martial artist, he's a, has a lot of love for his people and all kinds of stuff. Like, he's a great role model. And he's aged really well, too, and he's still at it. He's still making movies. His movies aren't as popular as they used to be, but I watch a new Jackie Chan movie every year from Hong Kong. It's really fun.
Damage sustained. Need assistance.
Well, that person was a better White Fox than me. That's okay. Yeah, he has a good sense of humor. What made Jackie Chan's movies stand out compared to everybody else is Jackie incorporated comedy into his martial arts. Like, every movie that he did from like 1986 on to like the early 2000s, even the mid 2000s, had a lot of comedy rolled into them. And like I said, like for a kid in the 90s, when you would go to Blockbuster and stuff like that, you didn't have to have a parent or guardian rent a Jackie Chan movie because it was usually PG or PG-13. Whereas most of Chuck Norris's movies were all R-rated. Most of Arnold Schwarzenegger's movies are rated, you know? Lots of blood and violence and gore and stuff like that. Jackie Chan's movies, sometimes they had a lot of, like, death in them, but I can't think of a lot of times other than some of his R-rated thrillers where they were really gory. And I own, personally, like 200 Jackie Chan movies in this house. Like, Amber and my Jackie Chan film collection is pretty extensive. Covers, like, 1981 through, like, 2019. Like, every Jackie Chan movie he's ever been in. So, yeah, we have, like, over 200 films or something in the house for Jackie. Because he's our favorite. But some of his movies that haven't been translated into English, we've actually we watched them on Amazon, and some of them are okay. Jackie doesn't like to just be in his golden years, I guess you would say, because I think he's like 70 now. He doesn't try to put himself in a box and be like, okay, I can only do comedy, so I'm just going to do comedy. He does drama, he does romance. So his movies have a sense of variety to them. Which I like that. Like, he's one of my favorite actors for a reason. Also, the man can sing, too. Like, look up him singing in the Mulan movie in Chinese. He has a beautiful voice. Alright, guys and gals, that's going to do it for the showcase of White Fox. Next up is a mystery stream. I'm going to eat some dinner, so don't, like, pass out. Yeah, so head on over to the mystery stream. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And I'll see you in a little bit. God bless, happy gaming. Thanks for the super chats.